and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you can tell by the title, I am going to be doing a makeup tutorial around the new Shaaanxo palette. So if you didn't already know, Shaaanxo, which is Shannon, she brought out a makeup palette in collaboration with BH Cosmetics. So this is what the palette looks like. On one side it has 9 lipsticks, which is just like this, and then on the other side it has 9 eyeshadows. So I'm also going to be doing a review and like a demo and also a giveaway in another video. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming in a few weeks time when my other 2 palettes arrive, which I'm going to be giving away. But yeah, if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. So here it is, the star of the show. So if you couldn't already tell by the title, it's going to be a cut crease today. So this is just what the palette looks like. And first off, I'm going to be taking the black shade and I'm just going to be creating a wing, as this is what's going to start off the cut crease look. And then I'm obviously going to be taking that on to the base of my lid. I hope this is making sense. I don't really know how to describe this, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. I wish I zoomed in, but I kind of forgot. But yeah, you just kind of have to watch and like see. But I'm just using like a small angled brush to apply this. Then I'm taking a small shader brush, and when I say small, it's like tiny, and I'm just blending the black on to like the outer third of my lid, and this is just going to help with the blending of everything to make it go from dark to light or light to dark. Now I am taking the bottom middle shade, which is like a duochrome, so it looks green, but then once it's on the eye it's kind of like a reddy mauvey brown shade, and I'm just applying this on the middle of my lid and I'm just blending it into the black so everything blends nicely. So now I'm taking the red shade in the palette, and this is where the cut crease actually begins to form. So as you can see, I'm just applying this exactly where my crease starts. It's hard to explain, but with the black I applied it just on the lid, leaving space, and then I applied the red in a line on my actual crease, like where the bone is kind of thing. So it wasn't actually in my crease, it was just a little bit above. I hope this is making sense. You can kind of see what I'm doing, but obviously that is going to create the gap, which is the cut crease. Then I'm taking a flat shader brush and I'm just blending this line out so it's not as harsh, and I did also dip back into the colour just to make it a little bit more pigmented so that then you could kind of blend it a little bit more and there was a little bit more colour there, because otherwise it just kind of disappeared, and obviously we don't want that. But as you can see, this is like kind of what it ends up looking like, and if you just keep on watching then you'll kind of see how it ends up. Now I'm taking the top middle shade, which is a really nice highlight shade, and I'm just applying this on the inner portion of my eyelid, on like the lid area where the black is, and that's just obviously going to blend into like the browny mauvey red shade that we put on earlier. And then I'm applying some lashes. So today I'm using the Backstage lashes in the style Soho. Now to help blend the eyelashes and my real eyelashes together, I'm just taking the Benefit Roller Lash and I'm just applying 1 coat of mascara. Now to start on the face, I'm just taking my Stila One Step Correct Primer and I'm just applying this all over my face and blending it in using my fingers as always. Now I'm taking my NARS Shade Glow Foundation in the shade Deveil and I'm just dotting this all over my face before blending it in using a beauty blender. Now I'm taking my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, I think that's what it's called, in the shade Vanilla, and I'm just applying this under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin and my forehead, and this is going to highlight the high points of my face that I want highlighted. Then, just like with foundation, I'm blending that in using my beauty blender, and you'll see that as I get to my eyes, I blend out one side using my beauty blender, and then I straight away go in with the Laura Mercier loose setting powder, and I instantly bake the under eye. This is just going to prevent it from creasing, and it's going to give it a much nicer finish as it's going to be a lot more highlighted, and yeah, it just won't crease, so it'll look a lot nicer. Now I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me powder, which is my new favourite powder thanks to Caitlin, and I'm just applying this all over my face to set the rest of my face, and I'm also using it to dust off the bake powder that I applied under my eyes, and this just gives it a really nice finish, as you can see. Then I'm taking the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, and I'm just bronzing up my face, so I'm doing like the tops of my cheeks and then around the perimeter of my face. Now, apologies about the lighting, but now I'm taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm just taking the end shade, I can't remember what it's called, and I'm just chiseling out my cheekbones because who doesn't love a more structured face look? So yeah, I'm just doing that, and then I also contoured my nose a little bit just to make it a little bit more slimmer. And I do apologise if you can hear a fly. There's a fly flying around my room at the moment and I cannot get rid of it. Then I'm taking the lightest highlight shade and I'm just highlighting underneath my contour to make it a little bit more structured and a little bit more sharp. Then I'm taking the Anastasia Glow Kit and I'm just taking the bottom shade, which is called Dripping in Gold, I think, and I'm just applying this to the tops of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose, as well as my cupid's bow, just to highlight them areas and make them pop a little bit more, because who doesn't love highlight? Because I know I do. And then to make some features pop a little bit more, I'm just applying the same highlight shade to the inner corner of my eye. Then taking the same red shade that we used to create the cut crease, I'm just blending that on my lower lash line, and this is just going to make everything balance out a little bit more so that it's not really heavy on the top and then like nothing on the bottom. It's just going to help everything look a little bit better. Then I'm taking the same highlight shade again that I used to highlight the inner corner, and I'm just putting that on the inner corner of my lower lash line. Then I'm taking the MAC Saw lip liner and I'm just outlining my lips, and I also did fill them in, as you can see. Then I'm taking the exact middle lip shade. They don't actually have shades, which is kind of annoying, but you can see which one I'm using, and I'm just applying this all over my lips, as you can see. Now I'm setting my face using the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and this is the finished look. Look, and I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, as always, leave a huge thumbs up down below, and obviously stay tuned for the giveaway and review and demo soon. And if this is the first time you are seeing my face, then please do subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye! This video, if you did, as always, leave a I'm so reckless when I rock my Givenchy dress. I'm so possessive, so I rock his rock necklaces. God knows what the future's gonna do. Can I get your smoke played on the radio station? That's right. I might get your smoke played on the radio station. Cause that's right. You just might be a black Bill Gates in the making. I just might be a black Bill Gates. To go like Clough. No, I haven't seen it anywhere. Alright. I work hard, I grind till I own it. Top fair to that band. Is that a bit? I can't see. Still can't see because the lights and stuff. Well, you not see that one there compared to that one? Might be because of the lights though. Hi Jazz's video. Oh, of course, hi Jazz's vlog. Hi Jazz's video. Bye Jazz's video. And if this is the first. And I will see. That makes no sense. So thank. I said it wrong. Prove to me you got some coordination.